Reacher, episode 6, now out. Let's talk about it. Okay, so Reacher episode 6 is now out on Amazon Prime for you guys to go and check out right now. And man, this episode, that ending for this episode, bro, I didn't think it would be that emotional. I really didn't think I'd be that emotional of what happened. But man, did that just strike me straight in the heart. What an episode. Reacher just gets better and better every single week. So, in this episode, we have Reacher and the gang going out and finding the woman that sent them to their death trap. Sent them to the house where all those, those assassin guys, that were going to take them out, that blew up the house, from the address. So we have all that going on. So when they do get to the point where they do meet her, we get this really interesting dynamic where things that we thought maybe were the case are completely and utterly thrown out the window. So the last few episodes have been built up about that's the wrong show. That's on Monarch. Swan. My bad. Swan. So, it's all about Swan becoming this dirty person that we have had hints to flashbacks, but it's about him. Maybe he's the one looking for a cheap and easy way to get a lot of money to get out because he's not getting enough, that he feels like he deserves more. Well, this episode stamps that out almost, I'm going to say 98% sure that he's been completely and utterly stamped out of that. There's obviously always going to be that slim chance that maybe they might throw the twist at us, but in this episode, she tells Reacher that I'm just getting all the characters, Snow, Shaw, and Swan all mixed up. What is going on with me right now? It's 2024. It's like literally the second video of 2024, and I'm already losing my mind. What is happening to me? What is going on? Anyway, Swan. She tells them that Swan is not the bad guy. He's not the one that set everything up. He was actually in there trying to figure out what is going on and trying to figure out everything about what Livingston is trying to do and how he can bring it down. Hence why he went and got the other people from the unit to come in and try and help solve this mystery and bring it down before it escalates to the point that it is at now. So you had that, it was just, bro, when that all happened, and then obviously we have Reacher turn and look and go, some of us never doubted Swan. So, at this point, I am now 98% confident that Swan is not dirty. I feel like Swan isn't, but there's always that 2% chance that they could flip it and be like, yo, he was actually acting like that in order to be, a part of this thing to make it seem like it was real. So anyway, we have that going on. Then we find out that another person is actually dirty in the cop precinct as well, as Russo goes and finds that out, and then he has this back and forth with it, which then leads to, obviously, the big thing that happens in this episode, which is the final part of the episode where they use the woman as bait to get Livingston out, because Livingston's going to go come and eliminate her because he likes to type loose ends. So they set up this meet and greet with Livingston, and in the process, obviously she has a daughter, and his daughter needs to be safe. So they give the daughter to Russo, who's going away to his, I believe it was his cousin's house, going to his cousin's house at Staten Island for a couple of nights because doesn't feel safe because obviously he called out someone. So now it's kind of like he doesn't feel safe in his own home, which is understandable. So anyway, everything's going down. They've set up this meet and greet, and then obviously these people start following Russo and the girl. In the car, they have automatic weapons. They start shooting and everything. He tells Reacher's like, all right, you guys go and find them. I'm going to handle everyone else in this car that is coming to get us. So they go off, and then it's like this insane, awesome moment where Reacher just eliminates 3 of the 4 people. And dude, so good. I called it the bus of death, where he just opens this double-decker bus, goes in there and hides, and then one guy comes in, absolutely just murders this fool. Just absolutely murders him. The next guy comes in and goes, oh crap, this guy's murdered. Boom, he gets killed even worse, man. He gets neck up against the bar. Reacher reaches around and then grips it like that and then pushes his freaking throat onto the bar and chokes him out that way. Mental, absolutely mental. And then the third guy, after hearing the noise, comes around as well. And he sees the guy dead right at the door. And then we have this moment that just flashback to like a Rambo moment where all you see is the guy's feet come out from underneath him. He falls to the ground. The gun's there. He tries to reach for it. And he gets dragged underneath another bus. And then it just screams. Beautiful. Beautifully done. And then obviously we have Reacher and Livingston going. And now Reacher really wants this guy. He really wants Livingston for the deaths of his friends. And then he gets away, man. Livingston gets away again. Obviously, you can't have him get captured and die this early, because if they did do that, then it's kind of like, well, who is the big bad behind it all? If you capture him with 2 episodes still to go, it's kind of like that, sort of hints that Swan may be the person behind it. But Livingston gets away, helicopter comes and goes off. Meanwhile, we also get to see that guy that is impersonating the doctor. He gets pulled over as he's to the toilet, and he murders this cop, and they're like well aware that this doctor guy isn't who he is anymore. So backup's on the way, but she just... wrong place, wrong time, man. But this is the heartbreaking moment. Russo gets caught into a dead end with the people in their car there, and they're shooting and that. And the only way to save the girl is he goes, you need to just run, and I'm going to cover you. You just run. Don't look back. And Russo has really come around on me, because there's this moment in this episode as well where him and Reacher finally are like, seeing eye to eye and everything like that. And even they have this moment at the end before they take off on their separate ways there. Reacher says to him, I'm going to let you have the first throw in our fight. So it's like this banter, like Russo's become a character that I thought I was going to hate, but I ended up loving. And then, bro, when he's there and he's shooting and he sacrifices himself to save this girl, I never thought I'd feel emotional when I do it. But, dude, I had to hold back those tears, man. It hit me like a train, like a freight train. I was like, bro, why am I so emotional about this guy's death right now? But it was emotional, especially when Neely comes around and she sees it, and like, you just see him hold his hand up, she grabs it, and it's just like, bro, I didn't expect him to die, and like, it was heartbreaking, man, because I really enjoyed that character, I really did, but they nailed the emotional tone in this episode, they nailed, again, more character development, they nailed the story, and now with 2 episodes to go, we have more answers. And it's building up to this massive climactic battle thing that's going to happen again, like we got in the first season. I'm super excited for episode 7 and 8 now, moving forward. But this episode, again, top tier. Absolutely top tier, man. So good. So good. That ending still, man. Still. Can't believe it. So let me know what you thought of Reacher episode 6. Did you guys love it? Did you not? Smash down in the comment section below. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe, and peace out.